They're mesmerized by entertainment. We got these slaves. Let's go all out. And I saw the arrogance, the snickering, the smiling, and I watch them now, and I watch body language. Ladies and gentlemen, 90% of human communication is body language, and I know body language, and let me tell you something. They're scared, and I love it. I still win. They strike any of us down and make us more powerful than they can possibly imagine. To paraphrase everything I am, everything I'll ever be, I owe to people that sacrificed for us. If you knew what our forefathers went through, I don't care if you're Hispanic, black, white, Asian, if you knew what humanity struggled against, what people did in the past, so you could have a little dignity and a little freedom, you don't understand that we owe that to our great-great-grandchildren. I love my great-great-great-great-grandchildren as much as I love my children. I've never met them. But I love all the children of this world. I love creativity, beauty, the dynamic human spirit, where we're going, what we are. And this elite, first and foremost, is from alternative energy to information across the board, dumbing us down, suppressing technology, doing everything they can to make us a bunch of mindless slaves because they're threatened by you being free. I think free people are beautiful. I think people having fun are wonderful. The elite are envious, inbred trash. And they hate it when you have a good time. They hate it when you're happy. They hate it when you're doing well. They write reports about it. They want to build a world government where you're a bunch of stupid slaves that have absolutely nothing because it fancies them, because they're unhappy, because they never found out what it is to truly be alive. And they want to try to shut that down. Well, they're trying to shut something down that's really big. And this species is going to rebound, and we're going to defeat this predatory elite. They're going down. It's not even courage. It's not even will. Our ancestors, let's say 10,000 years ago, pick a region, say, what is Ukraine today? They've done the archaeology. Picture a small band, a tribe of 120 people. Pick any region you wish. Africa, Southern Africa, Asia, doesn't matter. Our people, thousands of years ago. A small band trying to live, fishing, hunting, families, and marauding bands of larger tribes trying to come in and dominate them. And you don't think the men and the women, when the enemy at dawn came over the hill to come and rape and kill all the men and take the women and children as slaves, you don't think those men thought, should I fight? There wasn't a question. That's who we come from. There wasn't a question. We grabbed our clothes, grabbed our axes, and we went up against them. And throughout history, the people that are being attacked, they have the power, they have the initiative, they're fighting for everything. And the marauding control freaks, in most cases, were defeated. So we want autonomy, we want freedom, we want to just live our lives and raise our families from a sociological perspective, and we didn't ask for a fight. But it isn't even an issue of courage. When the enemy comes in like a flood, the Spirit of the Lord lifts up a standard against them. And it's time to stand up against them. It's time to let them know that we don't care. We're putting it all on the table. We're going 110%. We don't care what our neighbors think. We don't care what people think in the streets. We don't care what all these mind-controlled, weak people are doing. We're here to energize them, wake them up, get them involved, because that's our duty as free human beings. There is no doubt, not just from the evidence, not just the scientific evidence, not just the political evidence, not just from the evidence that's manifest all around us. You know in your guts, we've got a really dangerous elite in control of this planet right now. Even people that aren't politically aware know something's wrong, like never before. And I'll tell you why they know something's wrong, because the elite knows they're losing their power, and all of this posturing, all this militarism, and all these threats, and all this scaremongering is simply meant to bully us back into submission under their black wings. We don't have solace. We don't have amnesty. We don't sanctuary under these black wings. The creature's black wings that we've been living under is eating us. Be like a hedgehog curled up to a big python thinking it's its mommy. This government isn't your mommy and it isn't your daddy. Now, before I get into 9/11, before I get into 9/11, let's just go over some of the last 3 weeks, 4 weeks, news reports, if you can call them that. Desperate, frantic establishment grasping at maintaining control of your psyche. That's what it's called. The UK, Canada, and Florida, and there's other examples we can cover as well. We'll just cover these three briefly here tonight. About a month ago in England, they announced in London that hundreds of paramilitary police raided a home where there was sarin, nerve gas, and biologicals. Turns out they shoot an innocent person. There's no weapons, not even guns, nothing. It turns out they're all innocent. It didn't matter. That was in the bag of paper. For a week, we heard they busted terrorists that made Nosferatu, Lucifer, and Beelzebub look like choir boys. I mean, these people were going to suck your brains out with a pixie straw. They were bad news. Later, submitted, totally fake, nothing. It was just all staged. But the headlines are still the general public's memory. Man, there's busting some terrorists. They're keeping us safe. They love us. They're taking care of us. Good old British government. They're not blowing up our own buses and trains. No. They're good people. Simultaneously, the same day, they bust supposedly 17 people in Canada, ages 17 to 25. And I looked it up. It's always the same. I knew before I looked it up that half of them would be at about 75 IQs, mentally retarded, on welfare. They've got their files. Okay, this guy's mentally retarded. He talked to government psychiatrist before he got on welfare. He has delusions of, this and that. Okay, we're going to try to. I mean, seriously, folks, I say Austin, Texas. Now, I'm even thinking about doing this. But I won't say we're going to attack the government. It'll be something hypothetical so the feds can't set me up. I'll say, on camera, we're going to go downtown. We're going to find a bunch of homeless people. I'm not making fun of them. It's just we have to illustrate this. I think I'm going to do this. And I'm going to say we're going to wage war on the Martians. I've got a spaceship. In a month, we're going to fly and attack them. I'm going to rent a warehouse. We're going to train with water guns because water kills Martians. You've seen signs. And we're going to go out and attack the Martian main base at there in that big mountain they've got there in Mars. Now, I'm going to do this. I really am. And I'm going to have like 10 guys who are going to be homeless. I'm going to give them all the beer they want. We're going to say, we're going to kill the Martians. Now, that is exactly what happened in all these cases. Same thing in 1993. Let's go back. This is on record. You've got a blind sheik who's got about 30 members above a little pizza joint, a 2-room mosque. Perfect. They can't notice these are FBI agents. They go in there and they target 2 men, who were the ages 22 and 25 at the time, who were both on New York welfare for being retarded. And so they go to them and they tell them, you're going to fight for Allah, you're going to kill the evil Americans. Our government hired Ahmad Salam, this Egyptian security force agent, CIA hired him. And he comes back and he goes, well, you're giving them real bombs, you're giving them real detonators, well, we're just going to do a sting. He knows they're setting him up, he records them. This all comes out in the news and it's kind of forgotten. And they go and the FBI was there blocking traffic that day, and they tried to train them in the days before how to park the rider up against the main column, hoping to bring down one of the towers, but thank God the guys didn't. They parked away from it, so it only killed, 9 people and injured over 1,000 with smoke inhalation. So there's, it's just always the same. I could go to the state hospital in Austin, Texas right now with people being discharged and hire them all and claim that, claim hypothetically we're all going to attack the Martian moon base. And then you'll call the cops, well, they're planning to attack the Martians. This is what they do, and it was the same thing up in Canada. The Royal Mounted Police, though, they always have problems. They'll come to these young people, they'll come to these groups, they'll go,